Welcome to World Alert Updates. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. On November 4, 2025, a seemingly routine press release from the Department of Environment and Natural Resources in Manila sent shockwaves across the globe. What began as a quiet announcement quickly became the center of international attention. As the world's media scrambled to verify the news, the headline blazed across screens and newspapers: Philippines confirms world-class rare earth deposit in Mindanao. It was a discovery that would change the course of the nation's history. Suddenly, global newsrooms scrambled to locate Mindanao on their maps, and financial markets reacted in real time. The world's attention was fixed on the Philippines, a country often overlooked in the global resource race. Stocks in Chinese mining companies dipped sharply, while tech and defense sectors buzzed with speculation about supply chains and future partnerships. Investors and analysts debated what this could mean for the global balance of power. This was more than a geological find, it was a geopolitical earthquake with the potential to reshape alliances and rivalries in Asia and beyond. In Manila, the government held emergency press conferences as advisors, security experts, and economic strategists convened behind closed doors. The stakes were enormous, and every decision would be scrutinized by the world. On the streets, the news spread like wildfire, igniting hope and excitement in a nation long accustomed to hardship and struggle. For many, it felt like a long-awaited turning point. For Filipinos everywhere, it was a story of hidden treasure finally revealed, a chance at prosperity, a reason to dream bigger for their families and communities. Initial estimates valued the deposit in the billions, perhaps even trillions of dollars. The numbers were staggering, and the possibilities seemed endless. The Philippines was suddenly holding a lottery ticket on the world stage, and every major power was watching closely, eager to see what would happen next. For those living in Mindanao, excitement mixed with apprehension. Would this discovery bring long-awaited development and opportunity, or would it introduce new challenges and risks to their way of life? The discovery was about more than minerals. It was about people, about hope, and about the nation's future. It was a chance to rewrite the story of the Philippines for generations to come. For decades, China had dominated the rare earth market, controlling supply and prices. Now, a new player had emerged, and the balance of power was shifting. The Mindanao find could redraw the global resource map, giving the Philippines unprecedented influence in international trade, diplomacy, and industry. The headline was just the beginning of a story that would unfold in boardrooms, classrooms, and communities across the country. The real question remained: could the Philippines turn this extraordinary discovery into lasting, sustainable prosperity for all its people? The world was waiting for the answer. What is this treasure? Mindanao's discovery is a massive deposit of rare earth elements, REEs. Despite the name, these minerals aren't rare, but concentrated deposits like this are. There are 17 REEs, including neodymium, dysprosium, and terbium, vital for modern tech. Your smartphone, wind turbines, electric vehicles, even medical devices and defense systems rely on them. Without rare earths, much of today's technology wouldn't exist. The Mindanao deposit is rich in the most sought-after heavy rare earths, crucial for high-performance magnets. Global demand is skyrocketing as the world shifts to green energy and advanced tech. The nation that controls rare earths holds leverage over global manufacturing and security. Mindanao's find isn't just a pile of minerals, it's a key to the future. This deposit could unlock new possibilities for technology and energy worldwide. The world is watching the Philippines. For years, China's near monopoly on rare earths gave it immense geopolitical power. In 2010, China's export halt to Japan exposed the world's vulnerability. Now, the Philippines enters the scene with a game-changing discovery. If estimates hold, the Philippines could become a top rare earth producer, disrupting the market. This offers the world a vital alternative to Chinese supply. The Philippines could transform from importer to critical exporter, gaining new diplomatic influence. But mining is only the first step. Processing rare earths is complex and hazardous. To truly compete, the Philippines must develop processing capabilities or form strategic partnerships. The journey from discovery to market disruption is long and challenging. The world is watching. Can the Philippines make the leap? The stakes have never been higher. This discovery wasn't just a stroke of luck, it was the result of years of tireless scientific work and determination by Filipino geologists and the dedicated teams at the Mines and Geosciences Bureau. Their commitment to exploring the unknown, often in harsh and remote conditions, laid the groundwork for what was to come. Using advanced geological surveys and state-of-the-art technology, they detected strange anomalies deep within Mindanao's rugged mountains, signals that hinted at something extraordinary hidden beneath the surface. Led by the visionary Dr. Elena Reyes, the team braved difficult terrain to collect hundreds of rock and soil samples. Their analysis revealed rare earth concentrations 10 to 20 times higher than anything previously recorded in the Philippines, a finding that stunned even the most experienced scientists. Months of painstaking verification followed. Samples were carefully prepared and sent to top laboratories abroad for independent analysis, ensuring the results would stand up to global scrutiny. The results came back conclusive. Mindanao held a vast, exceptionally rich deposit of heavy rare earth elements, the kind critical for modern technology and clean energy. The government understood the magnitude of this discovery and planned the announcement with utmost care, aware that its impact would be felt not just locally, but around the world. When the minister finally spoke to the nation, it marked the culmination of years of dedication, teamwork, and belief in the power of science. Filipino scientists had not only made a groundbreaking discovery, they had changed the trajectory of their country's future, opening doors to new possibilities. Science had laid the foundation for a national opportunity, one that could transform industries and uplift communities across the Philippines. Suddenly, the world's attention turned to Mindanao as international journalists and experts arrived to witness history in the making. The quiet, persistent work of a few dedicated individuals had become a turning point for the entire nation, inspiring pride and hope. The next steps would be crucial. Decisions made now would determine whether this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity would be fully realized for the benefit of all. The story of Mindanao had changed forever, and a new chapter of promise and potential was just beginning. The rare earth discovery is a golden opportunity for the Philippine economy, especially Mindanao. Billions in annual export revenues could transform the nation's finances and fund infrastructure, education, and healthcare. Thousands of jobs will be created, from engineers to construction workers, reducing poverty and unemployment. Local businesses will benefit, sparking a multiplier effect across the region. Mindanao could become a new hub of economic dynamism and innovation. Foreign investment will pour in, bringing capital, technology, and expertise. The government can leverage this to ensure technology transfer and local training. The goal: move up the value chain, from raw materials to high-value goods. The discovery could lift the entire nation. The challenge is to ensure the benefits reach all Filipinos. The promise is immense, but so are the risks. The resource curse has plagued many nations: corruption, conflict, and economic instability. The Philippines must commit to transparency and good governance to avoid this fate. Environmental impact is a major concern. Rare earth mining is dirty and hazardous. Mindanao's biodiversity is at stake. Development must not destroy natural heritage. Global superpowers will compete for access, putting the Philippines in a delicate position. The government must negotiate wisely, prioritizing national interests. Social challenges loom. Mining can displace communities, especially indigenous groups. Their rights must be respected, and they must share in the benefits. Success will be measured by inclusive, equitable development, not just profits. In Mindanao, the discovery stirs cautious optimism and deep anxiety. Many hope for jobs, better incomes, and an end to poverty. Local leaders dream of a future where young people can stay and thrive. Small businesses and farmers see new opportunities. The narrative could shift from conflict to progress, but memories of broken promises and environmental harm linger. Indigenous leaders and environmentalists warn of risks to land and water. If the water is poisoned, what good is money? Asks one elder. There's fear of being left behind. Will locals benefit, or will outsiders profit? Mindanao's people demand transparency, consultation, and guarantees. They want a seat at the table and a fair share of the wealth. The message is clear: this development must be for them, not just about them. The future of Mindanao hangs in the balance. The government moved quickly, pledging sustainability, transparency, and equity. A multi-sectoral oversight committee will include government scientists, civil society, and local leaders. The Maharlika Minerals Fund will manage revenues for long-term development, with a portion earmarked for Mindanao. Investments and spending will be transparent and audited. Strict environmental standards will be enforced, with international partners and mandatory impact assessments. Companies must post bonds for site rehabilitation. Indigenous rights will be protected, with free, prior and informed consent required. Benefit-sharing agreements will ensure royalties flow to local communities. The goal, a partnership where all stakeholders share in the future. The recent discovery in Mindanao has thrust the Philippines into the global spotlight, capturing the attention of governments, investors, and media outlets around the world. What was once a regional story is now a matter of international significance. Policymakers worldwide are closely watching, viewing this as a rare opportunity to diversify critical supply chains away from China and reduce global dependency on a single source for vital minerals. Diplomatic channels are buzzing with activity as embassies and foreign delegations ramp up their presence. The Philippines is emerging as a pivotal player in both technology and the global economy. This newfound status brings immense opportunity, but also unprecedented pressure and scrutiny. The nation now stands at a crossroads, able to forge new alliances and attract significant investment, yet also facing the risk of being caught in the crossfire between rival superpowers. The government must skillfully balance engagement with all interested parties, ensuring that national interests and sovereignty are protected at every turn. Major multinational corporations are now eyeing the Philippines as a potential hub for the entire rare earth value chain, from extraction to high-tech manufacturing. If managed wisely, this could transform the nation into a center for advanced industries, creating jobs, boosting innovation, and elevating the Philippines on the world stage. The decisions made today by leaders, policymakers, and citizens will shape the country's future for generations to come, influencing everything from education to the environment. One path leads to shared prosperity, sustainable growth, and global influence. The other, to environmental degradation and the so-called resource curse. The world is watching closely, waiting to see which direction the Philippines will choose. Ultimately, the future rests in the hands of the Filipino people and their leaders. Their choices will determine the nation's destiny.